Look at this, wow. I have been trying, this is like your third week here, right? Am I right? Four. Sorry, it's your fourth week here. I wanted to come, hi. Oh. I wanted to come the first week. I wanted to come the second week. I wanted to come the third week. And now I'm finally here. I have heard so much about you from Rebecca Katzin. Hi, Josh. I have heard, like, this is the best group you have ever seen. And I'm looking at you, and you are really the best group I have ever seen. Your energy is really good. You've got real, wow. And you all know each other already, or not yet? Not yet. But you will. And Shabbat, we're going to be together. And Shabbat is all about connecting together. So let me just tell you a little bit about me. Rabbi, you want to do the video, or you want me to talk? A little bit, because I'm very excited about, wow. Hello. This is really nice. All right. So let me tell you hi. Let me tell you a little bit about me and where I'm coming from right now. You are in RAJE, Russian American Jewish Experience. So how many of you are Russian or of Russian descent, parents? Amazing. Okay. So I am not Russian. My parents are not Russian. My parents were Holocaust survivors. They're European Holocaust survivors. And I only came here, I only met up with Russians a few years ago. How many of you know my story of how I started at RAJE? Oh, okay, it's a little bit crazy. I'm an NYU professor. I teach at NYU. I teach in the Graduate School of Social Work at NYU. Okay, how many of you are college graduates, college students? Very nice. So my PhD, I did it at NYU. I did my 2 masters before. So my background is very much like yours. My parents' education. When I got my PhD at NYU, my area of interest is in abuse. It's in domestic violence, spousal abuse, child abuse, all, right? Okay. So I got a phone call, because that's what I do. I teach. That's what I teach. I teach about abuse, not how to do it. I teach about how, I don't teach about how to do it. Very good. Okay, so I got a phone call, and somebody asked me if I could come down and speak RAJE to RAJE, right? Now, RAJE, in my book, in my language, was about rage, anger, rage, right? So when people ask me to talk about rage, I go and I talk about rage. And it's usually to groups that are like 5 people, 6 people that have anger management issues, right? Which, of course, none of you have. None of us. No. So I said, sure, no problem. I never say no to being able to help people with anger management issues. So they told me where to go, Ocean Parkway, whatever. I drive down to Ocean Parkway, and I assume I'm going to see a group of about 5 people who have anger management issues. And I walk into a room with this many people, and I think to myself, oh my gosh, so many people with anger management issues. But that wasn't it. That was how I met RAJE. And that was how I became related to the Russian community. And when I came in here, I don't know, there's something about Russians that are, you're just, you know what? You're like a teddy bear. Like on the outside, you're very scary, like really scary. But on the inside, you are so yummy and cuddly. And I want to be friends. Like when I walk in the street, I want to walk with Simcha. Did you meet Simcha? Yeah. Right? Simcha, like I want to be with you guys. When we go to Israel, I want to be with the Russians because I'm comfortable. One of the stories I like to tell is that at my Shabbos table, there's a girl there that is an actuary. She's Russian. She's wonderful, brilliant, like all Russians. Brilliant, educated, an actuary. And at the table, she told us a story about somebody doubting her numbers while she was doing her actuarial work. They doubted her numbers. She turned to them and she said, you know, I'm Russian. We're serial killers. Yeah. Well, I know you're not. But she's not a serial killer. She's lovely. You probably will meet her on Shabbat. But what I just wanted to say is that part of being at RAJE for you, which is what I really hope you get out of RAJE, is really just a feeling of connection with each other. Because right now, in the world that we live in, if you're in university, then you're aware of it. I'm in university, so I'm aware of it. It's a very tough world out there. and feeling a connection and feeling a family and feeling like you have people that love you, community that cares about you is the most important thing in the entire world. That's all that matters is to know that somebody cares about you. You want to know, like now I just drove in from New Jersey, right? And as I'm driving in, now imagine if I wasn't coming here and I was just driving and nobody knew where I was. It's kind of sad, you know, like all of you are like adults, but who's looking out for you? Who cares about you? And once you come here and you come to, I like your purple sweatshirt. Once you come here and you become part of RAJE, you are really connected. You have people that, no, I'm not just saying it. You really have people that care about you. You have Rebecca, she's out looking, worrying about you. You have Rabbi Goldstein, Rabbi G, always worrying about you. You have Gabby, always worrying about you. You will start feeling so connected. You will always know that there is you'll have me looking out for you. So really, really, my only reason for coming, and Rabbi Katzin, of course, everybody met Rabbi Katzin, right? A person who really, he will feel, and he feels like each one of you are one of his children. And that's the way we feel about all of you. So the only reason I really came and drove in from New Jersey and wanted to come here is because this Shabbat you're going to be in Brooklyn. And I'm going to be meeting all of you there. And I didn't want you to feel like you're coming to Brooklyn and you don't know anybody who's there. Like you're coming into a community where, like, who's going to be there? Am I going to feel comfortable? Is it, you know, like, what are these people going to be like? So you're coming to my house. You're going to be very comfortable, and I just wanted to come for the one purpose of just extending a personal invitation to each and every one of you, to you, and to you, and to you, and to you especially, but to you especially, and to you, and to you for sure. And you for sure. You have the most gorgeous smile, and you're going to be smiling. I'm going to get it. That what? Soon enough. Soon enough. I feel it. I feel it coming. You know, and that was really the only reason I wanted to come. Tell me. And you, yes.
I was walking like 2 weeks ago to speak.
Yes.
And someone opened the door and we just collided. Correct? We had a collision.
Yes.
And I looked at this guy right here.
And you're here.
Ocean view.
Yeah.
And what did you say?
So I was talking to him first thing in the morning, and that's why he was around. I said, I thought I'd thrown a little bit of a curveball. I'm not looking at anything like this. I said, you know what? I'll tell him later.
Yes. Because that's really what that really is. What's your name? I can't wait. So bring your guitar and we'll play on Saturday night. Yeah, it would be amazing. It would be really great. Now, so I'll tell you something else. That story is not even so strange because Rabbi Katzin and I meet at Crawford's. That's where we have our private little meetings. And at Crawford's, we just had some random waiter taking care of us, giving us coffee. We ended up in a conversation with him. And this guy's name is Dennis, right? Denise is like, he's part of the family. Everybody knows him by now. And that's really, really, really what we want. So as I'm driving from Lakewood to New Jersey to get here, and it was like the longest drive in the world, I said to myself, let me give you a message. So while I'm driving, when you're driving, you have to think of something, or I do anyway. So I thought of the word. I thought that the most important thing that you want out of this program is to connect, right? Connect. That's all it's about. You just I want to connect with you. You're gorgeous. You all are. You're stunning. What?
You saw her? She's gorgeous?
I'm looking at her.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're all gorgeous. Hi. Yeah. Okay. So I got it. The word connect. That's what's going to do it for you, okay? So what does it mean? Rabbi Katzin, you'll like this. Connect. C, caring. We all care. We care about you. Okay. O, O is for opportunity. This is your opportunity. This is your chance to be able to connect with people that you're not, in another 5 years from now, you wouldn't have this opportunity. You have the opportunity now because you're young, you have opportunity, you don't have 10 million children running after you, you're not worried, like crazy worried about finances. This is your opportunity. So C, it's about caring, we care about you. O, it's your opportunity. N, there's two N's, C-O-N-N, it's right, connect, C-O-N-N. So for N-N, I did two things. One is that N is for being nice. It's really important, like as much as you might want to connect to him, he wants to connect to you. So you have to be very nice to him. And you have to be very nice to him. You're so cute. And you have to be very nice. Are you coming for Shabbat? Come, you have to come. Just come. I'll be there. I'll be nice. Because the second N is for nurturing, okay? I am a very, very nurturing person. I love it's just what I do. Even at NYU, believe it or not, with like crazy stuff that's going on there. I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on at university. It's like, this is so exciting. Like I'm in a room with women and men that identify as women and men. I'm not even going to say another word about that, but let's just leave it at that. So it's about C, caring, O, opportunity, N, being nice to each other, being nurturing to each other, and then C is about caring more, and T, C-O-N-N-E-C-T. E is good. Okay, E, I was thinking about it as I was driving. E is about your energy. You have incredible energy. You have to realize it, that I'm not even talking about the group. The group has great energy. Every single individual here, you have amazing energy. For you to have crossed over on Ocean Parkway and signed up and came into RAJE and committed for like a lot of weeks of being a Jew is a very big deal, especially in the days that we're living in. So the fact that you came in, identified, not your pronoun, identified as a Jew, that is a really, really amazing thing. So E is for incredible energy, keep it going, amazing. And then C-O-N-N, E, energy, C, caring, and T is for Torah. Torah, okay, yeah, good. See, I'm not a rabbi or rebbetzin, but T is for Torah, that hopefully you will enjoy learning a little bit about Torah and being part of your amazing Jewish community and just learning as much as you can. And I look forward to hosting every single one of you this Shabbat. Okay. Yes, Rabbi.
The mission of a Jew to bring light.
Yes.
To be kind. Can you tell us? Look what we see over here.
Oh, okay. So this kindness, Shlomo Eliezer, his name is Steve, was my husband. His name was Shlomo Steve. I met him when I was 22. He was a paramedic. And he loved going on paramedic calls, and he was in the furniture business and got the opportunity. Someone called one day and said, "Oh, you know what? Do you want to buy an ambulance company? We have one ambulance and basically three wheels." But he loved the idea of saving people's lives and being a paramedic. He was one of the people who started, the organization Hatzalah? Yeah. He was one of the first 4 people that started Hatzalah. But he bought this little garbage ambulance and started running around with his ambulance to go on calls. And he was very ambitious. And he went from 1 ambulance with 3 wheels to 2 ambulances to 5 ambulances to 10 ambulances to 100 ambulances to 250 ambulances. And by the time he was done and extremely successful, he had owned 11 ambulance licenses in New York City, which meant he owned every single ambulance company in New York City. He was very, very successful. And he also did flying people from place to place by helicopter. He was a pilot. He was extremely successful. Yeah, I was married to a very, very successful person. He was a 9/11 respondent, a major 9/11 respondent. He was down there for 3 weeks straight and got leukemia. And he, in the year 2013, he passed away from leukemia after 11 months of battling leukemia. And people always wonder, well, how are you so positive about life? And it really is because I just follow in what it was that was the most important thing to him. And money was important to him, but money was really important to him for the reason of being able to do things for other people. He had this incredible drive. Some people wait for people to come to them and ask them, could you please do this for me? And some people go out there and say, let me help you, let me take you, let me drive you, let me save your life. He was one of those people. He went out to find ways to help other people. He was just very, very, that was all he was about. He was all about giving and giving and giving and giving. So Rabbi Katzin likes to show the video of my Steve, Shlomo. When you come to my house, you'll see there's pictures of him all over the place. So my way of living is to follow in his footsteps. When he got sick and he was diagnosed with cancer, with leukemia, and it went very, very quickly. He was like completely well on Wednesday, and we were in the ICU, terrible, terrible on Friday. And on Friday night, when it was obvious that it was just not good, I said to him, Shlomo, this is all wrong. Hashem, God made a mistake. I was the one that should have gotten cancer because you're the person that saves everybody's lives. And his answer back to me was, I've already done so much of helping people. Faye, here, now it's your turn, take over. And so my life is really devoted to doing good things for other people. And that's where my energy comes from. So Rabbi Katzin wants you to see the movie of my husband. So I'm happy to share it with
Chesed.
you.
24/7 chesed. Give, give, and give. There's no such a thing as saying no. It was all about saying yes. He used to always tell me the easiest thing to do is to say no, because you say no and you move on. You gotta know how to say yes, and then try to figure out a way how to make that happen. And that was Shlomo.
He was the kind of person where 1 minute would not go to waste. Every minute was a minute that was worth living and worth making something out of.
I think most of us look forward to relaxing. For him, relaxing was taking a project and getting the satisfaction of getting the project done.
I think he realized that Hashem gave him a lot of talents, means, and he felt like Hashem gave it to him for a reason and he should be using it for the right things.
As he used to say, if it's difficult, we do it. If it's impossible, we just try harder.
The reason that he had such a drive to do and help, I really think it was a combination of his huge heart, in addition to his tremendous amount of energy. And when you put the two together, he was on fire. You couldn't stop him.
Abba reacted to everything. When he heard something, he heard a yid that needed something, he was there and he figured out how he could help them.
He didn't think twice about doing that. He didn't ask, other people, oh, do you want to join me in this project? It wasn't about that. It was just about getting things done.
At no point did he slow down. Certainly, in the end, if anything, he sped up. From the hospital bed, he was communicating with people literally all around the world, still doing every aspect of his job at a pace that was unbelievable.
He didn't want to be known as anyone important or special. He just wanted to be a regular guy who did his thing quietly. I remember when I was a kid and he had the ambulance company, people would ask him, so what do you do? So he would tell them that he's an ambulance driver. And he never went back and said, oh, I'm just kidding. I run the company. He loved being known as a nobody.
Donating buildings and putting other people's name on. It's one thing to donate things anonymously. It's something else to say, put somebody's name onto a building that I'm going to donate. That's tremendous godless.
He used to always say that, the Rebbe Hashem knows what I did. And that was enough for him.
Not only was he not looking for kavod, he looked for ways to hide it. And I think that's something I really value, and it's something that I'm going to pass on to my kids. That you do the right thing, not because anyone's looking or anyone's saying that you're amazing. You do the right thing because that's what Hashem wants you to do.
I have a one-of-a-kind skin disease called linear scleroderma. It basically atrophied my thumb completely. I was sent to Camp Simcha when I was supposed to originally go there as a counselor. Some dancer actually accidentally grabbed my thumb and I landed myself in the infirmary. I woke up and seriously an angel walked into the room. And Shlomo was standing there and I remember Shlomo said, Hi, my name is Shlomo. I've heard about you. I've heard that you have this weird disease, and I want you to know that I want to make you my mission. He kept to his word. He called me up seriously the day after and said, okay, we're making appointments, we're going to this doctor. Like, I started flying out from camp and going to random places, Pennsylvania, you name it. I've been there, I've seen that doctor. And Shlomo would come around with this like massive stack of papers of all my files. Like, he would just come into the room, he's like, hey, this is what it is. He'd give my whole story. And Shlomo would be like, you're helping this girl, you're gonna fix her. And after each doctor saying, I wish I could, but I don't know what to do, he's like, you know what, let's go see a hand surgeon. Maybe he can fix the pain, because the pain I was having was uncontrollable. And finally, the doctor was able to locate the nerve that was causing me the pain. He was able to reduce the pain by so much. And now, once the pain was reduced, I was able to go into physical therapy. From that moment, like, I called it, I knew, like, when he walked into that room and I had kind of the halo lights going on, I don't think it was the morphine. I really think it's because I was touched by an angel.
If there are Gedolei Hadorim Limud Torah, if there are Tzaddikim in Avodah, Shlomo Zakheim was the Gadol Hador in Chesed. He would always tell me the following words: Rabbi, don't worry, I got your back. And there were millions and millions of dollars that I spent because I knew Shlomo had my back.
One of his closest to his heart things was what he called the dream team. And they would make dreams happen for kids that didn't have like a great prognosis.
The Dream Team was created by Shlomo to give children who are terminally ill a chance to do anything that they wanted. Any trip, you name it, we're gonna go. And I would say, what's our goal? What are we trying to do? He said, if we get them to smile just one time, and the whole trip was worth it. Let them forget their pain. Let them forget their ventilator just for a moment. Let them just forget it and let them just smile and be a kid again.
During times of war, he felt that the soldiers needed some chizuk. He would go with a bunch of guys and they would go and bring stuff to the soldiers to uplift them, make them feel good about what they were doing. And they did different things to make the soldiers smile and laugh. They danced with them, they brought music.
I came over here for 48 hours from America to give chizuk to the people here in Israel, to visit soldiers, to visit hospitals, to visit different cities. We went to Ashkelon, we went to Sderot, and we're going soon to Yerushalayim, where we're donating a Sefer Torah to the boys of Merkaz Harav. We're here with Yad Eliezer, giving our package to the soldiers before they're going inside, and it's tremendous chizuk. It brings tears to everyone, and they're so thankful that we're over here, giving them chizuk for what they're doing, and Hashem should help them. They should only be safe and come back quickly.
He had no doubt about Hashem being there for him every single second. His success was all because of Hashem. His challenges were because Hashem wanted him to be challenged. And he loved it. He loved partnering with Hashem. He loved it so much.
He was our Rebbe, he was our guide, and he was the Av HaChesed. He taught us, you don't just do, you give with everything you have.
The void is tremendous. There's nobody who can truly take over. You know, we all try to take little pieces to try to figure out, what we can do to help people, but that's a void that can be filled.
I often think about how it's like a different world, huh?
We take Shlomo with us wherever we go. Anytime we can put a smile on a sick child's face, anytime we can make a difference.
To keep his legacy, we would need an army. The energy and the giving and way that he did it. But if there's one thing to continue, it's the Avos Yisrael. Be there for another Jew without cheshbonos, without any, thinking, where is he from? Or, am I going to get paid? Am I going to have a kickback?
The void is unimaginably huge. And we miss him, and he's just one of those people that is simply irreplaceable.
To me, he is not dead. When I hear every day, something new, that people tell me how they helped him. He's missed by everybody. There wasn't anything bigger, greater than helping people.